In today's video, we're just days away from one of the most high-profile trials in recent history, the Southport attack case. But instead of promoting openness and transparency, Keir Starmer's Labour government has taken a very different approach. They've doubled down, issuing warnings to the British public, urging them not to discuss the case. This heavy-handed strategy raises serious questions about the motives behind this gag order. Let's break down why the actions of the Attorney General and Starmer's silence should be cause for concern. On January 20th, the trial of Axel Rudak-Cabana, the main suspect in the Southport attack, will begin at Liverpool Crown Court. He faces 16 charges, including the murder of 3 young girls and the attempted murder of 10 others, 8 of whom are children. But beyond the horror of these alleged crimes, today's focus is on the bigger picture. Why is the government resorting to these unprecedented warnings? And what does it say about their intentions? We all know that discussing ongoing trials can prejudice proceedings, and the public is aware of this, as is the media. It's been a long-standing societal convention. So why is the government spending taxpayer money on redundant warnings? Is it truly about preserving justice, or is it about suppressing scrutiny? The memo issued by the Attorney General's office felt more like an intimidation tactic. The language blurred the lines of contempt of court, potentially silencing legitimate debate and inquiry under the guise of protecting the trial's integrity. It's worth asking, what are they so afraid of? What are they trying to hide? Now let's talk about the Attorney General, Richard Hermer. He wasn't appointed based on public trust or a democratic mandate, but rather as a close ally of Keir Starmer. Hermer was given a peerage, a lifetime seat in the House of Lords, specifically to secure his appointment. This is a man with a history of defending controversial figures, including IRA leader Gerry Adams, and even working to secure compensation for Adams after his detention. For many, this is a slap in the face, considering Hermer's track record with figures who have been at odds with the British state. Hermer's connections to Starmer go deeper than just their political alliance. He's been a Labour supporter since his youth and donated £5,000 to Starmer's leadership campaign. Now, he wields immense power over the British legal system without ever facing an electorate. His lack of accountability and controversial past should raise alarm bells for every citizen. Then, there's Starmer's deafening silence on this issue. For someone who positions himself as a champion of justice and integrity, his refusal to address these glaring conflicts of interest is concerning. Why is he avoiding questions about his Attorney General's qualifications and impartiality? This silence only adds fuel to the fire, deepening suspicions about the government's true motives. The government's obsession with suppressing discussion of the Southport case feels less like an attempt to protect the trial and more like an effort to control the narrative. They seem determined to prevent the public from drawing connections that could potentially embarrass or implicate the powers that be. Starmer and his Attorney General are asking for blind trust, but they've given us every reason to question their judgment. This isn't just about the alleged actions of one individual. It's a test of our justice system and the integrity of those who oversee it. The doubling down on warnings, the Attorney General's shady past, and Starmer's eerie silence paint a picture of a government more interested in self-preservation than transparency or justice. The British public deserves better. We deserve leaders who prioritize accountability over cronyism, transparency over intimidation, and justice over political expedience. As we count down the days to the trial, what are your thoughts on this situation?